Okay, so I want to admit I am the colorful language. It is a quotation, so it makes it better.
It's all right, girl. It's all right. Do your thing.
Following the existing trend of America, this is America. Driving down the road today, I saw a truck with a sticker reading, "Fuck gun control," with the F and the K artfully shaped into the shape of a AK-47. This is America. This is the same week. Metal turned to murder, and 5 police officers smashed into the ground. And 1 man reached for his car registration. That is America. This is 1 year since. 1 human threw bullets and windows and sirens, and 5 humans dreamed in shards of glass. This is America. The next poem is with an entirely misleading title. The title is how the poem started, it's not how it ended. The opposite of straight. From my bed, I can see the outline of my mirror. Pristine glass shredded into the perfect cut. Sitting on a right angle against the perpendicular wall, against the leveled foundation. Aligned to the steady street, which crosses in a neat square, with the next set of pavement and signs. All straight lines. All measured and wrestled with, the result of late nights and later mornings and the fear of not getting these lines right. Fighting with every tape measure and thermometer to calculate and diagram and level and angle. But the entirety of the human race does not fit into the square on a sheet of graph paper. From my bed, I can see the dozens of pages, rippling against the wall as the fan streaks through the ceiling. Pages pulled from magazines harnessed to the wall with blue tape. So diverse in their poses and shapes. So different that more than the blue tape must hold these pages together. The seams of the photos are warped and torn. Corners bent and creases elongated. There are no straight lines. Even the seemingly linear edges, in their effort to rid themselves of the closeness of the wall, have pushed themselves farther and farther away, until the lines are parabolas and shadows begin to make these curves more pronounced against the slate pane of sheetrock and paint. There are no straight lines. From my bed, I can see the outline of my legs nestled under the time-worn quilt, all ankles and calves and thighs and knees. There are divots under the duvet. Muscles forming stones and boulders and cliffs in the riverbed of my hips. But even in the hardest part of my shin, I see tendons kicking against the bone. Because in something so natural and whole and real, there are no straight lines. Okay, the next title needs a definition of the title. It's called Brontide. And I don't really understand it, but it's the sound of thunder before you actually hear it, so the vibrations, like, you know it's coming. It's that weird feeling like it's gonna thunder, but it's not thundering yet. A storm approaches. A person sits beneath the tree, witnessing the clouds, soaking up the shade, listening to the fervent tremors. There is a space of opportunity, a moment in time where all harm could be easily avoided. Safety resides only a few yards away. But this blinding flash of calm is not taken. The person sits mutely, waiting. The storm is creeping nearer, devouring slivers of the sky, choking them down rapidly. And an eye begins to tick, and fingers begin stabbing on their own accord. And minuscule nerves begin to spasm in an uncontrollable frenzy. The storm is closing in on the halo of air above the tree. Eyes blink frantically. It reaches the tree. In the center of the thunder, there is a moment of calm. The leaves stop gathering. A pulse slows to a heavy and resigned thud. Fingers finish their silent sonata. And muscles calm. Eyes are blinded by closed lids. The moment of impending pandemonium lasts a second, and then is gone. Okay, so we had an assignment, the Someday I'll Love blank poem, based on 2 poems by Frank O'Hara and Ocean Vuong, and that's why you've heard a lot of the Someday I'll Love insert name. So this is my Someday poem. Here is a lake. And so as the tentacles of civilization crackle and rip, here is a dam. And as inevitable as it is, here I am filled with weights on the high side of the bed. And in the space of this moment, I feel her lips wrenching open the floodgate. Elbows and torso and water pushing through. And she is so new. Because what is smashing me against this dam does not know bridges or buildings or miles or metro stops. Because it is hot and languageless and full of rocks.